Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I got here a dash cam for a motorcycle. It's pretty awesome. I've been using a drift camera on there, but it's not really a dash cam designed for it, but it did work. But this here is actually from HaloCam. It's the M1, and it says especially designed for a motorcycle. So we're going to try this out on the CRF250L. Of course, it's got everything camera. It's got two cameras. This is your monitor. And it's got this button here that will allow you to take a picture of whatever you're viewing, or you can push this. What it will do is record so many seconds before and so many seconds after you pushed it, in case you see something that you want to have in the video for sure and you want to save it, and you're riding, you have this mounted up by your handlebars, you can push this button. So what I'm going to do is actually take everything out of the box first, and I'll kind of show you what it comes with, and then what I'll do is I'll install it, and then I just want to kind of go through and show you how I installed it, what I did to install it, and show you. I just want to do a simple install right now, not completely sew it up. Now there is one thing about this dash cam is these cameras are waterproof, and I'm sure this switch here is waterproof, but this display, the control right here, is actually not waterproof, which is, it's kind of a bummer. I wish this was, because otherwise you're gonna have to mount this under the seat or something to make sure that you keep it in the dry. And of course, if you're off-road riding, dual sports, you still could get this wet under the seat if you go into deep enough water. And it's definitely, this part is not waterproof, but we're gonna hook it up, try it, do some ride, check out the video and see what the quality looks like. And I think it's going to be real handy to have a dash cam running front and rear all the time. Not just for the vlogs or nothing like that. It's just mainly for if an accident happens or somebody does something, runs up on you, causes a wreck, you'll have a recording of it, front or rear. And so that part will be pretty nice. But what it does is you can hook it up to your battery directly. I mean, not to your battery directly, I wouldn't say, but you hook it up to your positive 12 volt directly, like to your tail light. And then when you start your bike, it automatically starts recording. It does have an adapter too that's USB, which I'll show you. And you can connect it to the USB and plug it into your USB on your lighter plug if you have one, and use it that way. But you just have to remember that when it's plugged in and powered on, it automatically starts recording. So let's go ahead and I'll take the stuff out of the box and show you what's in the box. Okay, so pretty much what we have in the box is, of course, your control unit. This is the main unit that does all the recording. Your SD card, it has an SD card slot on it where you put in your SD card, micro SD. Has your control buttons along here where you can control it to do all the functions. Of course, then you have all these plugs, which are, these plugs here are waterproof. This plug, which goes to the GPS unit, that is not waterproof. But all the other plugs seem to be waterproof. This here's the plug for your power, which, like I said, you have this USB that you can plug into it. And make sure you line it up right first before you plug it in. Like so. Or you can take this unit here, which is, this is what connects to your 12 volt wiring system to where it's on with the switch. This is a 12 volt to 5 volt converter to run it off of here. If you want to hardwire it directly, that's what you would use, and that's what I will use eventually. Of course, you have your front camera, which is the green plug. You have your rear camera. These cameras do have a dot on here that indicates up. So whenever you mount the camera, this will be the rear. You want to make sure this dot is up and mount in a solid place so you don't get a lot of wobble in your video. Same way at the front, put the dot up. It does have these clamps that go around this, and then it has a piece that mounts onto your bike that this clamp goes onto. Right here you have your extensions. So where this is for your button, wherever I done with it. This is the GPS unit right here. Oh, here's the button right here, sorry. This is the button here. Of course, it's the waterproof one too. It has an extension for it to run it up to your by your dash on your handlebars somewhere. And it also has an extension for your power, which is right here. It also has an extension here for, this is the front camera. It also has the extension here, this is the rear camera. And the way these do on these cameras and this button here to control it is there's an arrow on here and an arrow on this, and you would definitely want to make sure, so you don't bend the pins or something, make sure that you slide them, line the arrows up first, slide it together, and then it has a nice little nut here that you tighten up, holds it all together and keeps it watertight. So I will be definitely using the extensions, you can't really use it without it. And then this green connector here, the other end will connect to the head unit right there. Same way on the rear camera, we'll do the same thing. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and set all this up on the bike temporarily to make sure everything works good. And everything works good, then I can totally finalize the installation. Put this under the seat, make sure it's mounted good, stuck down, and where it won't be getting wet, hopefully. So let's go ahead and get this installed, and then I'll come back. All right, I got this thing installed. Now, as I said, this is a temporary install, so I just got it basically stuck on here with some just double-sided tape. I've got it plugged into my USB using the USB adapter. When I install it permanent, I will hook it to the tail light. I'll show you the setup after I permanently install it, but right now I want to do a trial run, make sure everything works. Here I got the push button over here where I can easily hit it with my thumb to take a snapshot or to start recording of a video. If you hold this button down, it will take that video and put it in a folder in this unit called Wonderful. And that's where you'll go in there and find the videos that you've recorded by pushing this. It also will take screenshots, not screenshots, but a picture, front and rear, when you push this button one time. That's what it's supposed to do. I got it set up to now where when I turn the key on, this is going to come on. You can see my front camera mounted here. I got the dot up. I mounted the rear camera on the rack, and pretty simple. Zip tied it to hold it on there with the clamp and the mount. And we'll see what the video looks like when I do recording. So it should automatically, when I turn this on, come on and start recording. There's a little screen that comes up. It has a motorcycle on there, HaloCam. A little tune.
Recording started.
Recording started, and it shows here that it's recording 1080p, 30 frames per second. Shows that I have connection here, shows my battery. These are the settings right here. You can see this little window here showing the rear camera. This big screen's the front camera. If I push these buttons here, I can switch back and forth or just push the same one, front to rear camera. Looks like I have a little bit of my Zeta handguards in the video, so that'll be okay for now until I figure out a better place to mount this. I just kind of got it stuck here on the brake reservoir, but get it adjusted where I want it because it's such a wide angle. You can see the tip of the headlight, you can see the Zeta handguard right there. So I will ride this thing while it's recording, let it do a little video. We'll see what it turns like and put it on here. There, the screen goes black just to save energy. There's no sense in running the screen, but it's actually still recording. Let me touch this thing again and bring it back on. So if I push this button over here one time, yeah, you can hear it. It takes a screen, takes a picture. It should take a picture of front and rear cameras both at the same time, I believe. If I hold that down, it should start recording, which it's already recording anyway, but it will take that video. If I see something I want to save, even though it's recording, that video will be put in the Wonderful folder. I believe it's 5 seconds before, 10 seconds after. 15-second video. I'd have to look in the manual. Could be wrong. I'll put it on the screen if I'm wrong. But that video will be in the Wonderful folder in case I need to pull it up There's the screen went black again. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the bike up, take it for a ride. I'll post the video right here after this, and then we'll see what it looks like. These videos will show, and then I'll make another video showing. Actually, I get it fully installed later and run it a little bit. Then I'll make another video showing the full thing, how I got it tucked around, run, and get everything hooked up right. Okay, one thing I was going to tell you is the microphone is on the button where you push to do the recording the wonderful videos or taking the screenshots or the pictures. So it's going to have a lot of wind noise. I'm actually talking through that microphone right now, but you won't be able to talk, I don't think, when you're riding. The wind noise will be so bad. But it does have a microphone on it anyway in case you need it. So we'll run down the road here and check it out. Okay guys, now we're going to do a little bit of a night video. You probably won't see out of the rear camera because I'm not in town where there's a lot of street lights, but we'll do the front camera anyway so we can get an idea of what the night video will look like on this thing. First thing I want to do is pull up behind my truck, and that's if he's behind a vehicle at night, if you can read the tags or not. Of course I can't tell from the camera, we'll have to look when I get the video on there. And it's a little bit foggy. Now the audio you're hearing is from my Sena 10C Pro, it's not from the camera. This should give us an idea of what the night video looks like when you're not in town, which is the way I ride 99% of the time. So not in town, what the video is going to look like when you're off out by yourself, and with a little fog added in there. Okay guys, so there's the video showing you what it looks like. Now you can expect this to be a high-end camera video. It is 1080p, 30 frames per second, which should be plenty good for a motorcycle dash cam front and rear to capture if an accident happens or something, if you need it for an insurance claim. I'll do a lot more videos about this, showing the features and some of the things I like about it, the dislike about it. I do admit now that I do not like the part of it being not waterproof. That would be a big improvement if they come out with a new model, and hopefully they do. So thank you all for watching Woodzman Adventures. Click the thumbs up. Remember, I will do when I do a complete install, show you how the wires are ran and how I've got everything mounted and get it properly done. So subscribe to the channel. Catch y'all on the next one. Right on.